Today I'm going to show you why the Porsche 996 is the best generation of the 911. There are a number of purists, also known as a few guys on the internet, that just hate the 996 generation of the Porsche 911. They hate the headlights, they hate the interior, and of course they hate the fact that it's not air-cooled. Funny thing is, the 996 actually is quite a good car. In fact, it may very well be the best generation of the Porsche 911. Now, before you get in the comments and tell me how wrong I am, stay tuned to the end of the video and see if I change your mind. So here are 5 reasons why the most hated generation of the Porsche 911 is actually the best 911. And here's reason number 1, the headlights. I know there are a lot of people who are not huge fans of the headlights, but they're wrong. The 996 generation headlight are different than the round and oval headlights of the past and present, but they share the same design as the 911 GT1 Le Mans winning race car. There are also a couple of very special road-going GT1s, most of which feature the 996 generation of headlights. So to have a sports car that looks just a bit like a car that raced and won at Le Mans is kind of special. Beyond that, the fact that the entire headlight assembly is in one single unit is just great for engineering. And when you think of Porsche, they really are an engineering company. These headlights are often referred to as fried egg headlights. Of course, I've got high cholesterol, so I can only have egg whites. And here's reason number 2, the cable-driven throttle body. Now this can't be said for every single 996, but especially the early cars. In the US, that's 1999. In other countries, it might be a 1998, depending on where you're from. But these early 996s have a cable-driven throttle body, which means you get a mechanical feel from the gas pedal. This was the last 911 to have a cable-driven throttle body. Because of this, the 996 offered the most powerful, naturally aspirated 911 with a cable-driven throttle body. While e-gas is good, you really do notice that connected feel that the cable-driven throttle body does give you. And here's reason number 3, the interior. Just like the headlights, the interior is one of the things that many people hate about the 996. And it's true, it does tend to have a lot of exposed plastic, which is the main reason for the hate. But I do think the 996 should get somewhat of a pass for this, because if you look at Ferraris from the same era, they do have a lot of plastic as well. But the fact that Porsche redesigned the interior was a major change. When you look at the previous 911s, they all kind of look the same inside. In that way, the 996 interior stands out as a very, very different styled interior for a 911. And don't forget the way that the instrument cluster is together. That debuted on the 996, and we've seen that continue since. Now we've still got 2 more reasons why the 996 is the best 911. But if you've liked this video so far, go ahead and smash that like button if you're into that kind of thing. And here's reason number 4, the rear end. In a 911, the rear end is more important than the front end because that's what people are going to see. Other than the very fastest cars, everyone's going to be behind you. And the 996 offers perhaps one of the best looking rear ends in a 911. The C4S in particular is just a masterpiece. And here's reason number 5, the GT3. The GT3 is a naturally aspirated 911 legend. For us Porsche enthusiasts, just the words GT3 gives you goosebumps. The 996 generation was the first time we saw the GT3. With its naturally aspirated power plant, it really is the race car for the street. Since the original 996 generation GT3, Porsche has made other GT3s. Just think of all the wonderful modern 911s that just wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for the very special GT3. As you can see, the 996 generation of the Porsche 911 is the best generation of Porsche 911. The fact that I own one and stand to benefit from the market going up has nothing to do with this opinion. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and make sure to turn on notifications so you know whenever I post another video. And remember, with every subscription, a donation will be made in your name to the Buy a Middle-Aged Man a Porsche 918 Spider Fund. His name's David, and that car will be parked in my garage right next to the cheapest Porsche 911 Carrera Coupe in the United States. Now get out there and drive.